Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Quantum Blade Gaming. This afternoon we're going to do a bit more with our modded Minecraft 1710 world. So last time we were able to get, and let me see, I've managed to turn off my now playing in Spectrum for some reason. Okay, there we go. So last time we were able to get the one side of the quantum bridge set up. So we need another 8. We've already got the link chamber made for the next side, but we need another 8 of those the edge blocks, the quantum rings. Do we have what it takes? No, we're missing some diamond. Diamonds. Alright, let's see. Do we have any diamond ore? Oh, yes. Time to mine that stuff up with some fortune. Fortune 3. Oh yeah, 36. That'll work. Now it's got everything it needs. Go crafting computer. Let's see, do we have any more red alloy wire? I'm thinking I need to fix the, yes. Need to fix the computer down at the reactor so that it actually knows for sure when the state of the wire. It's going to take that a minute to craft that anyway. I half expect a creeper every time I go down in there. This is going to break this for a moment. Okay. Let's eject the waste so it can get some more fuel in there. Only got 8 yellorium blocks left in there. Alright, so we'll have to modify the program in order to make it actually, so it'll set the state on the cable on the right, and we want it to read the state on the cable on the bottom to verify that the cable is actually in the right state. And, however, unfortunately, I know I just started, but I'm actually going to have to run AFK here for a minute. So I'm not quite as confident about it being safe down here, so I'm going to zip back up over into my tower and leave you watching, well, actually the presses are not going. Did it finish that already? I didn't think it would be done that quick. No, it's only got one. Wait, what? Did I only tell it to make one? Make 7, please. There. Okay. Now I'll leave you guys watching the presses run, and I will be back momentarily. Okay, apologies for the extended delay. I'm the caregiver for my disabled mother, and there was a sudden list of to-dos. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there we go, okay. So 8 of those, 1 of those. Got a pair of those. We need to name that. Name the singularities so we don't get them confused later on if we have to move them. Let's see, do we have a vanilla anvil here somewhere? Yes. Right there. Let's see. What to name them. Whoa! Not cool. Where did you come from? You could have been a creeper and that would have been so not good. Where did you come from? There, okay. Come on now. There we go. Yeah, that was not cool. Okay, if that's that way, then the one on the other side is probably doing the same thing. Okay, back to renaming this. See, this is going to be thermal expansion pod. Oh, yes, I do kind of need 10 levels for that, don't I? Fine, 10 levels. Which... there. Thermal expansion pod. I had 10 levels. Now I've only got 8. Oh. I ran across the drain. There we go. Now then. I need an energy acceptor, which I've got. Actually, I'm going to need another energy acceptor for the other side of the bridge. I'm going to need an energy cell and 2 more tesseracts. Not looking forward to the 2 more tesseracts. blend. Tin, silver, shiny, resonant ender. I'll have all the buckets on me. Why did that not work? Oh, come on. It's Enderium dust. Enderium blend, rather. 10, oh, 2 tins of silver. I have an extra silver. There we go. I'd love to encode this and stick it in one of the molecular assemblers, but I have no free molecular assembler slots left. And actually I have some more of this stuff. I just need some more pyrotheum. So I got 4 left still over here. There we go. Oh yeah, you don't have to step in between. Just where I need to take it back in there and fill it up. Let's see, bucket. Slip that out, then stick it in that. There we go. Stick the frame in there and turn the frame into an actual tesseract. Ta-da! Okay, good. Now, of course, I need another one for the other end of the bridge. I really do need to upgrade these machines. All right. Really? Not a pure Certus? Grow, my pretties. Okay, they're growing nicely. What else do I need? An energy acceptor, which it actually does not know how to make. Iron. Really? We're out of iron? What was it crafting iron from? It's not using the iron dust. I so want to encode that. Oh, I guess we don't have any quartz glass either. Oh, we only got 2. There. Alright, you guys done yet? Oh, yes. I'm going to go ahead and store that pattern. There we go. Now then, what about... what about... Oh, what was it that I was about to look at? Molecular assembler. It does not know how to make the assembler. Does it even know how to make the cores? Yes, it at least knows how to make that. There, make one of those. Alright, meanwhile, back at the ranch, I need a bunch of dense cable. Ugh. Really? I need a lot more pure fluids. I'm just gonna have to make some more regular fluix crystal too, because yeah. Alright, fine. Give me... Oh, I've got some fluix crystal right there. Why are you so slow grinding those down? There. Alright, while it's working on that, where is my measuring tape? It's not in there. I want to know where the center is. $29. That does not divide evenly, does it? 29 divided by 2, 14.5, and sorry for the disruption there in the video. $14.5, so it's right in between these two. Well, phooey. Of course, I suppose one other option, since we're going to have two pods basically on each wall, we could just make one be on this end of the run and one on that end of the run. I think I like that solution. Put one half of the singularity there. Energy acceptor on there. Throw some power storage on there. And throw a tesseract on there that is set to There we go. Receive energy. And we have power! Yeah. Are you done yet? Yes, you're done. Turn you off. Throw you in there. We need, dense cable. Yes, that's what I was making. Dense cable. 30 might be enough. Oh, I just put the tesseract in there. Meant to put it up here. And part of the reason I need more controllers is because I need a bigger area to work with. I'm not actually sure that 30 is going to be enough to make it all the way over there. I kind of think it isn't. I don't think 30 is going to make it, folks. Nope, 30 is not enough. 30 is definitely not enough. Of course, later we can sink that down into the floor. You know, it suddenly occurs to me that I could have used a point-to-point tunnel so that I didn't have to make all of that be dense cable. Let's do all of it. And then we'll do that, that, and that. Doesn't have to be charged quartz, does it? Oh, I think it has to be charged Certus. Phooey. Well, that's going to be a pain. Making Certus be charged Certus is probably... Well, I was going to say I think it's the part I like least about AE2, but actually the channels, I think, get to me more than this. $25 left. Alright, there we go. All charged up now. Sweet, 2 stacks. Suppose I could have had some of these in there growing at the same time I was trying to make that other stuff. That would have been smart. Oh, I didn't need to pull those out. No, back in there. There's a really nice add-on for AE2, mod that's meant to accompany AE2, that was running on a server I was playing on. I think it's in the Resonant Rise 3 mod pack. I forget the name of the add-on. I think it's like AE2 additions or AE2 add-ons or AE2 stuff or something like that. And it's got this block in it that you can fully automate, that you can put acceleration cards in that does the job of these growth accelerators. And it's amazing. You can grow these things so fast in that thing. You can kind of automate this with formation and annihilation planes. Like there was somebody else on this server that had done that back when this was a server. It's not a server anymore. Or more correctly, the server's running on my local machine and it's basically a single player world. But alright, now make me 20 more dense cable. How expensive are the point-to-point tunnels? I really probably should have done that. It'd be helpful if I actually spelled it right. Item EU light fluid ME. That's really not bad. See, I could have put one piece of dense cable on either end, used a point-to-point tunnel, and run just basic ME cable all the way across there. Because in the compressed part of the tunnel, it only takes one channel. If I wind up needing more dense cable somewhere, and I'm pretty sure I will, I may wind up doing that to scavenge some of the dense cable that's already here. Because there's really no need for this to all be dense cable. Of course, it will give me a nice visual on how many channels are actively being used. I suppose I could have used smart cable if that was a big necessity. Alright, now we are ready to set up the other end of the bridge. The question is, where? Where do we set up the other end of the bridge? Could set it up upstairs and then just run cables down. Could set it up over here and run cables around. We could move the machines and line them up this way. The possibilities are nearly endless. Man. Kind of tempted to sit it up there just because it's a nice open spot. See, did I put in the subfloor on this pod? I did. Okay. I think I may set it up there and run the machines across this way. I mean, I could set them up upstairs and leave this bottom part of the pod open, but then the question is, why would I... Is that really worth doing? Because... Oh, really? Okay, if these are going to continue to do that, I'm going to have to replace them. Actually, I don't even need that one. Got the torches doing a fine job anyway. Uh-huh. I see you, Mr. Creeper. I see you. He sees me, too. Goodbye. Alright, these guys have got to go. They've got to go. So evidently they're not staying lit. I'd run around right-clicking on them last night, making them light up, but they're not staying lit, so... They've got to go. Well, that was a lag spike. Some of these others might be okay. But why take a chance? There. Okay. I think that's all of those taken care of. Ones on the side don't matter. Okay. So let's set up the other quantum bridge right over here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Looks pretty good. I could bring the whole thing up one. Yeah. Oh yeah, let there be linkage. All right. Sweet. Good, good, good. So the bridge is up and running now. Now we just need to finish making the thermal expansion machines, move them all, get automation set up on them, all that good stuff. But first, let's do a couple of things. Let's, that is a long cable. Let's throw that back in there. Molecular assembler. Ah, missing a crafting table, really? It does not know how to craft a crafting table. Wow, okay. It does not know how to craft a crafting table. So much it needs to learn. Alright. Oh, it already knows that. Okay. So let's yank. Okay. What am I missing? Why can't I make one of those? Iron, we have iron. We have the crafting table. We have the cores. This is quartz glass. Oh. We're short on glass. Fine. Make one more of those, please. Anytime. Thank you. There. And give me an interface. Beautiful. Okay. Flatten that. Now, the question is, where can I put it that I'm going to have enough channels? Because I think I'm almost out of channels over here. Let's see. I'm coming off of this. I think I just need to upgrade this cable. Because right now, I think I'm running right at 8. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7. Now I actually have one. Oh, I actually had space to put one more of these. I didn't have to make the next assembler yet. Ding, and it got a channel. Okay. So that's 4, that's 8. I'll have to upgrade these cables to put any more molecular assemblers off of that face of the controller. For now, that can go back in there. Come over here. Come down here, say that. That. And that. Okay, not bad. Not bad. Alright. What else? Let's go check on the digital miner, because it has been a while. And then we probably need to have fun with programming and fix that cable, the redstone wire. Hello there. Yes. Still working its way through the stuff. Ooh. Ah, shiny ore. I like. Oh, all the diamonds. All the diamonds. So good. So good. Yellowite, good. Alright, give me the diamonds. Give me the shiny. Redstone. Give me the, don't know what else we would be in immediate need of. Give me the yellowite. And the gold. Okay, good. You keep processing while I throw this stuff in here. Cool. Oh yeah, so much diamond. We've even got another diamond. So, the ore... Enrichment chamber guarantees 2. Pulverizer guarantees 2. Segment's probably... because this thing really doesn't display properly without... Really? You can't pulverize it? Yeah, you can. You just get 2. So we're probably better off using the fortune pick on it. Even though we're not guaranteed, we'll sometimes get 1, but then sometimes we'll get, what, up to 4, I think, with fortune? So that's probably worth it. We also need to set this guy back up so that I have easy access to throw things back in the system. Let's go ahead and do that. Ah, the dolly doesn't work with that. Okay. Let's see, where can we put that? We need a import bus. And where do we want to stick it? I don't know that I really want to stick it here, but I think I might. Actually, give me Decisions. I guess. There. Okay, hopefully that didn't knock anybody down here offline. Nope, it looks like everybody's still got channels. Good. Now. Good. So that works. Easy way to put stuff back into the system when I'm out and about. Like that. Alright. Now then, let's go fix that reactor. So I bet the banks are full again already, and I bet it does not know it. That sounds like a lot of chickens. It actually could be worse. Hey, it actually turned itself off. But it shouldn't have yet. I don't think. But you're not out of fuel, are you? No. Alright, let's terminate this. Alright, so these first four are establishing a connection to the wired modems that are stuck onto the cells. Alright, so that's the names of the blocks that the modems are connected to. That just does a one-time printout of the current energy levels. Then it goes into an infinite loop that clears the screen, puts the cursor back in the upper corner. Then it's going to compute the total amount of energy that the four cells can hold. So it gets the max energy from cell 1, it gets the max energy from cell 2, just adds them all together. That's the first line that you saw printing over and over when the screen was updating. Then the second thing is it gets not the maximum, but its current energy stored. And again, that's the sum of the energy in all four. The current amount, not the maximum. And so then it tries to compute a percentage. It does the current storage divided by the max storage times 100. Turns that into a percent. And then it says, okay, if you drop below 20%, then we're going to turn the redstone signal on, which should turn the reactor on. Otherwise, if it's greater than or equal to 95%, then we're going to turn off the redstone signal. It takes a little bit for the reactor to stop generating RF. It has to cool down. So we'll waste RF if we let it get all the way to 100. So here, right here, and I'd love to know if, I'm sure this thing supports functions, because I would love to throw this in a function and then do what I'm about to do in a different function. But I'd have to look up the syntax for that, so we'll see. I'll just do it right here, it'll be easier. I can move it into a function later. So then we can say sleep for how long? Fairly small sleep time. Let's say sleep, I'd like to sleep for just a few ticks, really. So it's 20 ticks a second. So 1 divided by 20, so calculator again. 0.05 is 1 tick. So we'll go for 0.10. Okay. So we'll do that. We'll select for 0.10, and then we will say while redstone dot get input bottom I think it's that. My Lua is rusty. So sleep for another couple of ticks and then try and set it again. And actually, we're going to toggle it. Set output left false, and then we're going to sleep for another 2 ticks. There. Okay. So we try to turn on the signal on the left, give it a couple of ticks, then we go into this loop where we're going to check the input from the bottom, and I'm hoping that that's the correct syntax for get input bottom. I don't remember, and it's not giving me any kind of autocomplete. Get the input from the bottom, and that should return a true or false. And so if it's not true, meaning that we tried to set the left signal and it didn't take for some reason, then we're going to wait a couple of ticks, we're going to toggle it, we're going to turn it off, wait a couple of ticks, turn it off, wait a couple of ticks, turn it on, wait a couple of ticks, and then the loop will loop again, and we'll check it again, and hopefully then it will be correctly set. And so it'll just keep trying to turn it on, toggle it on and off until it eventually comes back with a true reading that, yeah, it's actually enabled. So we need to do the same thing here. Wow. Because it can go either way, right? It can either not turn on when it's supposed to, or it can not turn off when it's supposed to. So redstone set output. Oh, sorry, redstone get input bottom not equals false do redstone set output left false, or sorry, left. We're toggling it, so we tried to set it to false, it didn't take, so we're going to set it to true. Evidently I can't type right now. There. That should do it, if I got my syntax correct on the redstone functions. Oh, no, I missed something. Line 29. Line 29. 5, 6, 7, 8, 29. Yeah, it didn't like that. It said it expected a close paren? Alright. Sorry, I have to Google this. Oh, it's tilde equal. Really? Okay. But evidently it liked that. I just had my not equals wrong. So it's currently at 42%. So until it reaches 20%, it won't turn back on. Oh, I need more dirt. Tempted to take some from up there. I'll just light that back up and leave it for now. Okay. So that should have that fixed. I'm wondering how fast are we actually consuming power now? So we're maintaining 2 quantum bridges, which is, I have to say, that's a hefty draw. That is a hefty draw. I want to make sure. I kind of can't imagine that this wouldn't keep up with it, though. Okay. It keeps up with it, but if we do a 3rd quantum bridge, we may have to get that turbine up and running before we actually do a 3rd quantum bridge. Because that is, that's not terribly, I mean, well, that is a lot of RF it's generating, so, and that's climbing pretty quickly, so we're okay for now. I would be concerned about a 3rd quantum bridge, though. Okay. Now then. What next? Next, let's, we need to get all these machines moved and lined up and set up for automation. Oh, we need... Yeah, we need terminals over here. We need a pattern terminal and an interface terminal for over there. We have a pattern terminal already made. Let's see. Iron. It's missing iron. Of course it's missing iron. Why wouldn't it be missing iron? Always out of iron. Our iron production is going to be so much faster when we get this set up with thermal expansion. See, I mean, yeah, interface terminal. Interface engineering processor. There we go. Man, I tell you, typing today. There we go. Excellent. Now give me some cable. The old basic cable. And I think I can basically bring that off of anywhere here. Pattern terminal and interface terminal. Yeah, access to the whole 9 yards. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright. I didn't really need this one. Okay. So I need to move these guys, get them set up for automation. Let's see. So the pulverizer. I'm trying to think how far over do I want to start the machines. I'm thinking somewhere like... do I want it right down through the middle? Maybe. And do I want the face of the machines to be toward the interfaces? Because I can imagine I'll be going back and forth between the machines and the interfaces a fair amount. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. So maybe there. So let's see. Do something in the interface, turn around, run over here to the machine. That's not too bad. Not too bad at all. You know, the one thing, I'm not sure that I want to make it go right through the middle of that, because that's going to break that pattern. I think I want it to come along this side. Yeah, I think so. Make up your mind, QB. That's even closer to the terminal, too. Work in the terminal, turn right around, and there's the stuff. Yeah, I think I like that. Okay. And then the power can go down here. And I still need to replace that with better cables. Okay. And then let's see. Smelter is probably the next most important one. Love angel blocks. Okay. He does not have power, but we'll get there on that. I actually could move the Tesseract and get power to it right now, but I don't think it's that important at the moment. Alright, let's see about I want to set this up with the import and output. Import and output buffers. Let me see, I need another interface. And I'm going to need import buffer. Oh, hey, Final Fantasy. Thank you very much for that follow. I appreciate it. Let's see. So the interface got done. Did the import buffer get done? Yes, it did. Good. Okay. I'll squish that down. And let's see, we probably want to set the interface up on the top. And I'm thinking I'm going to set the... I think I may set the import on the back. Okay, so that would be all of that on the back. Did I set that to the back or to the bottom? No, that's on the back, okay. And we need to cable it up. Okay. And we're going to need to run, I'm going to need more basic cables. Another 10 of those. For now, I'm going to run them above the ground, but I'm probably going to sink them into the ground later. Just to get this going, I'm going to do this. Oh, well, it's only one short. There we go. Alright, now we can start adding pulverizer, switching recipes over from the IC2 machines to the thermal expansion machines. So for now I've got, let's see, what do I have? This is my pulverizer that I just set up, right? Yes. So all the macerator plans we can redo. Rotary macerator, okay, yeah. So all of these can be redone. Need to redo that one, need to redo that one, need to redo that one. These are going to go away. So let's see, let's redo these. Okay. Oh, actually I may just need to put that, just change which interface it's in, because I think that's actually correct. Let's see, do we get more by making it with the... So macerator gives us one, the pulverizer still gives us one. Okay, so yeah, I just needed to move that one. That one's fine. Probably the same thing will be true for the nether quartz. Macerator gives us one, pulverizer gives us one. Yep. Sure enough. Okay. And the Certus, I'm sure the Certus is going to be the same way. Macerator gives us one from the crystal. It's interesting we get two from the ore, but we still get more by just mining that with a pick. With fortune, obviously. Enrichment chamber gives us 4. That's not bad. We may want to move over to using that eventually. But for now, yes, pulverizer just gives us 1. So we're still good on that. So we can go from the ore straight to 2 dust. That might be worth it. Anyway, I'll worry about optimizing later. Just get things moved over for now. Blaze rod, that likely is going to be the same. We get 5 blaze powder out of 1 rod in the macerator. Shapeless we get 2, macerator we get 5. Aha, pulverizer we only get 4. I don't know whether to leave that on the macerator or... You know what, I'm going to leave it on the macerator because I'm worried about having enough interface storage anyway, and we don't pulverize blaze rods all that often anyway, so I'm going to leave that one over there on the macerator. Alright, now let's tackle iron, because we're not going to use that anymore, and we're not going to use the copper ore anymore. Not through the macerator, because it's slow. Which means this recipe and this recipe are going to need to change. So right now we're saying that we make iron with purified crushed iron, which isn't going to be true anymore. Now we're going to take... We're going to take an iron ore, and we're going to say 1 iron ore gives us 2 pulverized iron. Which actually, that is this one that I need to change. Clear that pattern. And stick that in there, and that gives us that instead. Okay, good. Encode. Good. Like that. Alright. Then the same thing with the copper one. Clear that. Get ready to encode it. Give me a copper ore. Just 1, please. Thank you. Pulverize it down. Lovely. Wait a second, where did... Oh, I already have it connected to the... That freaked me out for a second. I forgot I had the import bus already connected to the ME network, and one of those dusts disappeared. I was like, what? Okay, give me one of those back. There we go. Alright, so that becomes that. Code. Dusts can go back in there. That can go in there. Alright. Now we make this not with the purified crushed iron ore, but with the pulverized iron. Clear that pattern. Code. Same thing for the copper. So in case you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm moving my primary production from using IC2 machines to using thermal expansion machines. Okay, excellent. So, but that needs to go on the induction smelter, which means I need another interface and import bus. Interface. Import bus. I need more crafting computers. I also need to set it up so that it maintains a stockpile of circuits on hand. Face, good, squish that down. Configure you to take your input from the top. Throw those patterns in there. And grab a channel. Grab a channel. You can do it. There we go. And import is done. Fell in a hole. There we go. Export goes to the back. All right. Now, when we say iron, when we say I want 30 iron, please. So yes, good. It's going to take it through pulverized iron into regular. Say start. Yes. Beautiful. Okay. Now part of the reason for moving to the thermal expansion machines instead of the IC2 machines was that the IC2 machines were a little slow. Now this is pretty slow right now too, but they're also the basic machines. I'm going to upgrade these machines to the resonant ones, and then that'll be really fast. Plus there's fewer steps. The IC2 ore doubling is, I want to say, needlessly complex. You have to crush it into the dirty crushed, then wash it into the purified washed, then run it through a thermal centrifuge if you want the maximum yield out of everything. And the benefits for each one of those steps is kind of minimal. You really want to at least do the crushing and the washing, and then that gets you at least a little bit better than ore doubling. You get ore doubling plus a little side effect. But you basically get that in like 2 steps doing this. So much better, actually. Oh, this does not actually... Oh, because this is the induction smelter. I needed the... Why is that just going... Oh, that's not going into the wrong slot. That is... I'd need the other machine. I need the redstone furnace. Which I actually don't have. Yeah, because the induction smelter's for alloying, making alloys. Yep. Yep. I need this. Lovely. Basic machine frame. I don't know if I have... I don't think the system knows how to make all this. 10 gear. See, throw those back in there. Ah. Come on. Gear. Oh, I actually have 2 10 gears. It does not know how to make them, but it does have a couple. Okay. Ah. Alright, so 10 gear, glass, and iron. That's not bad. Oh. Except that I've got no crafting CPUs available because it's still making... What is it still making? It's still making the iron. Oh. I might as well cancel that because it can't finish the iron. Can't finish the iron. We broke iron. Iron is broken. One, two, three, four. There's that. Okay. Do we have any? We don't have any of these yet. Make me, do I have enough to make 10? Yes, make me 10 of those. Okay. Meanwhile, we're gonna run over to the other pod and actually get this smelting because we do need this turned into iron. Come on, there we go. What am I standing on? There we go. Induction furnace. Go. We may wind up keeping the induction furnace for some of this stuff, because that induction furnace is pretty quick. One. You've only made one so far? Molecular assembler. Stick that in there. Thank you. Machine frame, one please. No, because you're stuck doing... What are you stuck doing? I've got to make a second crafting CPU. Oh, it was held up on iron. Well, now at least it's working on this stuff. You are still pulverizing. There, have some more iron. And while we're at it, let's go ahead and turn these... See, these tiny piles is part of what you get for doing the IC2 ore doubling, but it takes 9 of those to make 1 dust. So it's kind of... You do get ore doubling out of it, but you have to first run it through the rotary macerator to make the crushed. Then you have to run it through the ore wash, the thermal washer to make it be purified crushed stuff. Then at that point you've got an option. You can either smelt the purified, which is what I've been doing, which at that point you're a little more than ore doubling, or you can take the purified and run it through the thermal centrifuge, which if you don't keep this thing hot, it takes forever for this thing to warm up. And basically if you do all the steps, you get a little bit better stuff at each step, but it's honestly, I just wind up waiting on iron so often it's just not worth it. Alright, are you done crafting yet? Yes, good, okay. Now what was I just about to make? I made the machine casing, right? I think I made the machine casing. Don't have it in my inventory, though. Oh, no, I couldn't make the machine casing because the crafting CPU wasn't available. There we go. There we go, machine casing. Okay. So now I need the furnace, reception coil, bricks. I don't know if I have any brick. It's gold and redstone. Coil, oh. A couple of bits of redstone and a piece of, what was it, a piece of gold? Yeah. Might as well encode that. Oh, we don't have a pattern terminal over here, or an interface terminal rather. Ah, interface terminal. Almost out of room in the molecular assemblers again. Okay. Let's see. Didn't mean to escape. I keep hitting escape when I'm trying to get the focus out of this text box so that I can come over here and hover over something and press R. Okay. Need 2 copper gears, the coil, bricks, and the frame. Okay. We do not have any copper gears made. At all. Let's see. It's copper and iron, or we could do copper and a stone gear. Honestly, that's probably better. It's like, do I want to eat up wood or do I want to eat up iron? I'm usually running out of iron more than wood. I've got a lot of wood. We're gonna go with the wood one. So craft that. Cobble. And give me those blank patterns. Learn how to make that. Molecular assembler. Stick it in there. Oh man, we've only got one slot left in the assembler. Make the stone gear. Thank you. Then make the... I have no copper ingots made, really? That's going to be broken right now too, so I need to go take this dust over there and throw it in the other machine again. Alright. Copper. There we go. Learn how to make that. This is the last free slot of the molecular assemblers. That's not good. Gear, 2 of those, please. Sweet. Alright. So that. Coil. Give me a reception coil. Thank you. Give me the... I've already got the frame in my inventory. Bit of redstone. And it needed... Let's see, these were brick. I've got no brick. I do have clay. I need, what, 8? I think it's 8 that I need. Hope it's 8. So I don't have much clay. One, 2. Excellent. Zip over here. That and that. Learn it. Learn it. Love it. I don't have any spot left in the molecular assembler, so I'm just going to pull the actual machine out. So I need to hook up another molecular assembler and some more interfaces to have room to teach the system more patterns. But for the moment, I just need to rip this out and replace it with... Stick that there for a moment and stick it with the redstone furnace. Excellent. Now that stuff should work. Oh yeah, he's out of power. That's great. That's great. What kind of... Do I have any Ender IO conduits made up? Well, I wanted to try and keep the mods mostly separate, so I really want to go with thermal expansion. Fine. Leadstone flux duct it is. That's easy. Lead, glass, redstone. Oh, I actually have a bunch more. That's good. There you go. Have power. There we go. Input there, output there. Excellent. Now I should be able to tell it. Let's see. Iron, pull all that out. Say, give me 30 more iron. It's going to pulverize it. It's going to cook it. There goes pulverizing it. It gets slurped back into the system where it immediately gets turned around and stuck in here, and it gets cooked down. Fantastic. That's what I want to see. Alright. And yes, it is building back up there. Excellent. That is exactly what I wanted to see happen. Alright. So I do need to upgrade these guys so they run faster, but I'll worry about that in a minute. Let's see, for now we probably want to get... Wait, where'd the other machine go? Is it down here somewhere? Yes. Losing that would not have been good. Let's nom some chicken. Speaking of nomming some chicken, I may have to go get some lunch myself here in a minute. Fluid transposer, magma crucible. What do we want to set up next? Let's, oh, do we have any... Yes, smooth stone. I want to fix this first hole in the floor I made. Changed my mind about where I wanted to put the machines. Never did fix the hole. Cool. Alright. Throw that in there. Alright. So let's see. So the thermal expansion machines, redstone furnace we've got one of, pulverizer we've got one of, sawmill. Yeah, we probably need to do that eventually. Getting the induction smelter up and running is probably more important right now. Because we need that for the the hardened glass and stuff of that nature, so let's get that up next. So more cables, please. Thank you. Let there be power. I'm gonna have to go back through and replace all of this stuff with better cables. I didn't need to change that. That was already on the right setting. There. Okay. Full energy, that's good. I now need another interface and another import bus. Come on, you can do it. I'm sure it's having to make some more circuits. The presses for the circuits are dismally slow, and you can't speed them up. They don't take any kind of acceleration card or anything. So is that the interface? Yeah, that's the interface. Stick that on the top. That there, that there, that there, and import. Haha, excellent. Alright, so right now we're running 2, 4, 6 channels. So we're about to max out this basic cable. And get one more machine. And that basic cable will be maxed, but we've got... This is a dense cable coming through a quantum bridge, so we've got I think it's 32 channels, or is it 64? 32 or 64 channels in this dense cable, so I'm not too worried about channels. We just may have to upgrade some cables in the pod. Let's see. Are you actually done already? Good. Smelt some cobble. Smooth stone we can throw back in there. We need more place for patterns to go so we can teach the system some more stuff, which means I need another interface. And I don't think there's any places left on the assemblers we've got, so I'm going to have to set up another molecular assembler, which is probably going to mean rerouting and upgrading some cables. Alright, let's see what this is going to take. Yeah, these are the presses that I've got set up to automatically make the processors, the AE2 processors. These guys, the calculation, engineering, and logic processors, they have to be made in these presses, and these presses are slow and difficult to automate. You can't configure their sides, so you have to use a wrench to rotate them around the right direction and then have the various things set up on the correct sides, and you can't really dynamically swap in and out these plates, so you have to have a separate press for each one, and it's a pain. So let's see. What kind of space, lag spike, what kind of space do we have left over here? Well, actually I could cover up the fronts. I kind of wanted to leave the fronts open to see what it was crafting, but I mean, a lot of the times we're going to be crafting in the pods anyway, so we have room for another 2 interfaces on these assemblers, but I'm not sure we have enough channels, because we're already at, yeah, that's 8 channels already, so that's maxed. Let's see, we can upgrade the cable. If I can spell. So covered cable is just colored. It doesn't actually carry any additional channels. The smart cable, I don't remember. Smart cable might carry more. Let me Google that real quick. Applied Energistics Smart Cable. Let's see. While bearing some similarity to any covered cable in appearance, they provide diagnostic functions by visualizing the channel usage on the cables. Channels appear as lit colored lines that run along the black stripe on the cables, giving you an understanding of how your channels are being used on your network. The first 4 channels show as lines matching the color of the cable. The next 4 show as white lines. Doesn't say anything about the number of channels. Dense cable, okay, dense cable can carry 32, unlike the standard cable, which can carry only 8. However, it doesn't support buses. I'm going to step down from a dense cable. Okay, so I don't think covered or smart cable actually carries any more than 8. That's kind of disappointing. Kind of disappointing. But we can get creative here. Yeah, we can get creative here. We can come off of let's see what we can do. Give me a couple of pieces of covered cable. Let's see. Oh, I don't have any white or black already made up? I don't. Okay. Make me 16 of those. Gonna make a set of black covered cable, and a set of white covered cable so they won't touch. Wow, I've only got 4 ink sacs left. Alright. And then dense cable. Do I have any dense cable left on me? No. Do I have any in the system? Oh yeah. Okay. So we're going to pop that off. We're going to use one piece of dense cable, so that's got 32 channels. Then we're going to use... Let's see, we'll use a black cable here. That'll feed that. Alright, okay. Then... I'm just out of space, though. I need to move everything. I need to move this whole setup here farther toward that wall. What a pain that would be. Because see, I can come off of this now with a white cable. But it's going to try and connect there. So you really need to come out one more with dense, and then split off into the others. Phooey. Well, there's never going to be a good time to do this, so... might as well just bite the bullet and do it. Let's see. Turn our magnet on. A little easier. Alright, now the real pain is going to be all these interfaces because they are full of patterns. Full of patterns. I don't suppose a dolly will move an interface. Pretty sure it won't. It's worth a try. Nope. Okay, so that means it's just going to be a pain. That's all there is to it. Okay, let's throw a chest down over there and start ripping out. So throw that back in there. Just don't have a whole lot I want to actually remove at the moment. Alright. Well, that's enough to empty one interface at a time, so... may not have enough. Yep. Not enough chest room. All right. That should be a little bit easier. Alright, second piece of dense cable. Check. Grab a little bit of stone here. Fix this up. Go ahead and make this be a double chest. Just as full again. Again. One short. One. Or maybe two. No, I guess it was just... I don't know. Anyway. Okay. Now, where do I want to set up the giant wall of molecular assemblers? I suppose freestanding out this way would be okay. So then I've got trying to think how I want to do this. Let's go with white running out this way. Well, that's going to connect anyway. Pretty sure there's a way to not make that connect, but... I should actually be able to run just basic cable around once we get past the point where we're worried about interference. Yeah, I'm gonna have to give some thought to this. On the Resonant Rise map I was playing, I just had a massive wall of molecular assemblers with just one interface on the back of each one, and it was easier to route the wires that way. But in that pack, you can grow resources. Like, you can actually just grow resources, so a lot easier to make them than in this one. So. Let's see. Hello? Why are you not popping off? Oh, because I was regular clicking instead of right clicking. Okay, so how do I want to do this? So each covered cable color can do... It doesn't come out even. If we keep the front of the molecular assemblers open so that we can see them, then each color of covered cable can do two molecular assemblers. So what we could do, I'm just going to have more space between them is what it boils down to. Because there's no way that I can think of if I have them spaced like that, then those would have to be on the same color. Which makes wiring it a little harder. There's probably a clever way to do it, but I'm going to just space them out farther. That'll be easier. So then this guy's going to go, let's see. Which also means I can just use the same color covered cable all the way around. However, that means I'll have to make more of them. Yep, need more. Oh, right. I was thinking, what? I never taught the thing how to make a covered cable, and it's not that. It's I've got the whole pattern buffers unplugged at the moment. I think it's just this, isn't it? No. What's the pattern for it? Oh, 1 to 1, okay. That's better. Well, okay. Set of black. And a set of white. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now then. That, however, doesn't get us any additional... You know what? I've messed this up already. I sure did. Because each one can do 2. I should have continued with the white one before setting up the black one. There we go. Okay. Now I can come through with the black cable. Alright, I need another 4 interfaces. Yeah, need another 4 interfaces. System doesn't know how to make interfaces right now because I've got all the patterns unloaded. Let's fix that. It's probably not the ideal ordering for a lot of these patterns, but it'll have to do. Oh, that's putting patterns back into the network. Great. Good going, game. Eat my patterns and don't tell me. Oh, I'm overfilling it again. I have to look up the patterns in the ME network and pull them back out. Alright, let's find the wayward patterns. That's actually not as many as I thought there should have been, which disturbs me. Okay, so that one is full, that one's full, that one's full. That one is full. That one is full. And I've got 2 left over. Okay, need an interface. Actually, I need 4 interfaces. Make me another 3, please. Excellent. Okay. Now we've got some more room for patterns. And we can easily expand this one more, because the black cable can support 2 molecular assemblers. And that still only gets us to be 16 of the 32 channels that are available off that side of that controller. Oh, but this guy's out of power. Let me see, I think I just need a regular... Actually, any colored cable would work on that. Or this piece of smart cable would work on that too. Yeah, that works. Okay. It's so nice to have any access over here now. Pulverized iron can go back in the system. I hear an Enderman. I hear you, Enderman. Where are you at? You must be upstairs. I want your Ender Pearl. How many End Pearls do we have? Oh yeah, quite a few. That's right, because we got the plants that I haven't harvested in ages. Where's my... There's a hang glider. Woohoo! 1 extra. Where is my end stone? Oh, end stone. There we go. Alright. Now what? Let's see. Just throw those in there to be sucked into the Yummy network. The chests, I can have the chests. There we go. Actually, give me 2 more of those. Nice. Okay. That looks better. Now what? Now we want to set up the patterns for the induction smelter. Alright. No. Let's see. Hardened glass. Recipes. There we go. Alright. 83 different recipes. Well, we're definitely not going to encode all 83. That's ridiculous. So we could set up for smelting stuff through the induction smelter to get the slag. I don't know if we want to do that or not. Mostly it's things that I can't get any other way that I want to set up through that, which is going to be things like the hardened glass. Which, does the system even know? I don't think the system knows how to make hardened glass right now. There's 24 in there, but no, it does not. Does it even know how to make obsidian dust? No. Okay. One of those makes how much? Four. Makes 4 pulverized obsidian. One of those makes 4 of those in code. And now from right here, I can reach all the way into the center of the tower and stick this in one of the molecular assembler interfaces right there. I love that. I love the interface terminal. Because normally I would have had to go all the way into the center of the tower, access one of those any interfaces that was on the assembler to stick that pattern in, but no, I can do it from right here. Love it. Alright, then to make the hardened glass, it needs 8 obsidian dust and either lead or lead dust. Lead or lead dust. I think I'll tell it to use the lead ingots because I'm trying to think what other uses I've got for lead. Making blocks out of it, obviously. That's factorization, which I still want to get into. It's used extensively in factorization, which means at some point in the future I probably will be making a bunch more lead ingots. So we'll go with the ingot version. Plus it's used in resonant energy cells, and yeah. Fine, we'll use the ingots. So 1 lead ingot. And 4 of that, was it 4 to 1? Oh, come on. Hardened glass. No, it was 8 to 1. 8 to 1. Not 10. Eight to 1 gives you how many hardened glass? gives you 2 hardened glass. Now, I could have stuck this in this thing through that terminal right there, but, I mean, it's right there! Alright. Show me that you know the way. Craft. That does not look like it knows the way. What are you blocked on? Nothing. What? Yeah, you're blocked on something because you're not putting everything in there. One lead, you can get 8 pulverized obsidian. Because I had the flex slot locked. Okay. Well, fine. Let's try this one more time. Probably having to make... Well, no, it should have enough obsidian dust. Okay, what are you hung on now? But does it not know how to make the obsidian? No, it doesn't. But it thinks it does. Where does it think it does? Right there. Okay, it's just trying to craft... Oh, because I must have had that in my inventory when I was messing with the other stuff. And there. That's better. Oh yeah. That's what I want to see. Beautiful. Alright, it now knows how to make hardened glass. Let's see. What else do we want to tackle right now? Trying to think what else only gets made through the induction smelter. I'm sure I'll come across it as I need it, so I'm not going to worry about it overly at the moment. Right now I need to worry about... See, both of these are worrisome because they involve fluids, and there is a point-to-point fluid tunnel, but there's not fluid storage like there is if you have the right add-on for applied energistics. So I'm not completely sure that I'm going to be able to automate these two. But I need to. Ideally I would be able to set up full automation of tesseracts. Would be nice. Not entirely sure I can do it. For that matter, setting up automation of the higher energy cables. The resonant flux duct would certainly be nice, but see, in order to In order to use that, I believe you have to, well, you have to make the redstone energy flux duct, and that requires using the fluid transposer. That's 200 millibuckets, which is... You can fill 4 of those from one bucket. So one bucket is 1,000 millibuckets. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, yeah. No, 5. You can fill 5 of those. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Yeah, you can fill 5 of those with one bucket. I can just tell that one's going to be a problem. I'm surprised that wasn't so dim that it caused a problem. Okay, give me an interface. I'm going to try an import bus, but I don't think it's going to work for liquid. Come on, finish the interface. Thank you. Boy, that's slow. There we go. Okay, 2, 4, 6. This will be the last of the channels I've got available on this. A piece of redstone. And no, it's just sitting there. I was afraid of that. Yep, I was afraid of that. Okay, so what that probably means is that in order to fully automate this, I'm going to have sets of magma crucibles and fluid transposers, one that just feeds into the other. So one dedicated for redstone, one dedicated for resonant ender, probably one dedicated for jellied cryothium if I want to build a lot more of that at any point in the future. What a pain. Or maybe it's because that's not a whole bucket's worth. That's not going to be enough to get to a whole bucket's worth either. Need 3 more pieces. 7, 8, 9, 10. Import! Please import! Yeah, I knew better though, because there's no fluid storage. There's no fluid storage in the system, so... But there is a point-to-point tunnel for fluid, which is kind of strange. Makes me wonder if you can set up that. It actually doesn't say how you make these other ones. Just the ME one. Well, that's interesting. Maybe the others don't even really exist. Can I cheat myself one in even? Yeah. Okay. So there's no recipe for it, but you can cheat it in. That's a little bit afraid to even try and use it now. Okay, so cable, the other side of the tunnel, cable, tank. I don't really think this is going to work. Oh, it doesn't know how to make export buses. Ah, really? That's weird. I don't know why the piston didn't populate the first time. No, you're not missing redstone, you only think you are. There. I'll stick that in a molecular assembler. And now make me an export bus. There we go. I don't know why that doesn't connect. Maybe it won't connect to basic cable. Here, I have some smart cable. Still won't. Come on, one more. I don't know. See, I already had some, yeah, I had some of these. Maybe the fluid ones just don't work. Maybe that's why there's no recipe for them. Ah, see, that connects. Still doesn't export, though. Not enough channels. Nope. Unfortunately, I think that's going to make it want to export buckets of whatever, not actually the items themselves. Yeah. Nope. Man, I'm missing that add-on. Well, I suppose the other option is to set it up to automate somehow with buckets. And probably my best bet's just going to be to set them up in pairs. It's going to be a real pain, but it'll work. Let's see if I do this. Give him power. And set this guy up here and set his input to be over there. But see, the thing is, see, he's got two modes, which, okay, there we go. That should work. Then we can set it to, nope, that will only work when it's in that mode. See, the item needs to come in from the top. Now, possibly using some pipes I can get it to work, but I may have to do some Googling, some looking things up. In the meantime, I can just trash these fluid point-to points, because I cheated them in and they don't appear to work anyway. Let's see, what kind of fluiducts do I have? Temperate fluiducts, okay. Okay, that worked. Okay, so I can do them in pairs. I think you have to pipe it in from that side, though. Maybe not, though. If the side is configurable, then I can put them side by side any which way. More redstone. See how much has it got in there? 1,000. Oh, if you've got 1,000, do that. Nice. Okay, so it did come in the back. So that should mean, yeah, I can set these up in pairs. I might have to have the pipe in between, though. Because in theory, theory, that should work. Does it already have 100? Nice. Okay, I am back. Sorry for the sudden AFK. Had a phone call come in. Had to take. So, but yeah, this looks like it's going to work. So this is automatically... Yeah, that's automatically sticking the stuff over there, which is ideal. I'll clear all that up. So now I'm just going to have to worry about more channels again. It's always the channels. Ever since the addition of channels, it's like you have to not run out of channels. 2, 4, 6, 8. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do stuff with different colored cables like I was doing in the main room. I was wondering if I could get away with just one magma crucible and several dedicated fluid transposers instead of sets. Maybe. I don't know if it's smart enough to automatically send the liquid to the direction it needs to go based on the contents of the machines beside it. It's pretty questionable. But anyway, I need to teach the system how to make all of these machines just so that it has it for reference in case I need to make more. And I probably should go run check on the digital miner. Make sure it's not totally full and overflowing. One of these days I'm going to finish that lapis floor. Well, there's not ore everywhere, so that's a good sign. And it's still working its way through it. I need to put some more speed upgrades on this because it's a little slow. Ho ho ho! But all the ore. Shiny! Goodness. See, we really should be tesseracting back this stuff through an ender chest. Or not even tesseracting, we should have it hooked up to an ender chest and have it importing into the ME network. Oh, what was I thinking? I've got an ender pouch on me that automatically imports into the system. It's not fully automated like it should be, but it'll get that chest emptied. The inner chest is full. Alright, let's go fix that. Oh, it doesn't know how to make an acceleration card? So much this system has not been taught. Calculation processor. There we go. Much better. Oh, the red drives. Oh my goodness, we're actually almost out of Certus. It's kind of scary, actually. Missing 3? Really? Just 3? Wow. Boy, we have burned through the Certus. Come on, get up there. There we go. Really? Really? Where did you guys even come from? Okay. Oh, missing 40 silicon. Which is a good point. The pulverizer does not know how to make silicon. We need to fix that. One piece of sand makes one piece of silicon. There we go. $64K drive will take a while to make. What were the sizes of the drives we already have in there? Because they're filling up fast. Oh, 1Ks, no wonder. I sure hope that digital miner gets a lot more quartz before long. Do we not have some, like, nether Certus? No. We have nether quartz, but not nether Certus. I'm not even sure there is nether Certus. Doesn't much look like it. I'm sure this is hung up again in the squishing of things. You've got to admit the animation is cool, but the time it takes is just... I hear a zombie. Where did you come from? Seriously. That makes no sense. Zombie head is nice, though. Oh, yeah, it's getting closer. Still got another 9 logic processors to go and 4 engineering processors. Unfortunately, they're so spread out like this that it's almost not worth leaving a side open. Got to get more crafting things up. Alright, let's check on the reactor and make sure the change that we made to the cable in the program didn't totally wreck things. %, and its own. .1, 74.2, 74.4, 74.5. So it's slowly gaining. Wow. We have a pretty significant draw. It finished. Dun, 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 dun. Now, can I actually stick it in the drive from here? Because that would be awesome. No, it doesn't look like it. Because this is just connected to all the various interfaces, not to... There might be some version of the terminal that does that, but... It's easy enough to get over here, right-click it, and stick it in. Dun -dun. So I need to work with the cell workbench and move stuff off of those 1Ks, free up those slots, make some more 64Ks, but yeah, that's not going to happen right now. Not going to happen right now at all. Still got a lot of blocks to go through. Very little more Certus. Guess any more beats none. I totally put that in the wrong place. I obviously need food. Like in real life. So, gonna let that finish pulling in. Actually, I'm not even going to wait for it to finish pulling in, although it may finish before I get done with my outro. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this, and we'll be doing some more in this world, because I do want to finish getting the thermal expansion machines up and running. I want to get to where we can make tesseracts fully automatically. That would be very nice, because we're going to need some more of them, especially if we get another quantum bridge going. And I want to start on the double helix at some point soon. Because if you remember my plans, those of you that have watched this stream for a while, is that all these pods on the end of the bridges be connected by a double helix. So there's several more pods that need to be built, and we need to connect it all up with the double helix, and need to put something on the top of the tower. So there's a lot of construction, a lot of machinery still to be done. We need to finish up mechanism. I want to get into factorization, because I'd always mean to get into factorization, never do. And of course we need to totally redo the eyesore pod, because A, it's half exploded, and B, it looks terrible. So lots of things left to do, but anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, I hope you'll remember to hit a follow if you're watching this on Twitch, or subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube for all of the latest and greatest. And we will see you guys next time.